Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we're talking about all of my favorite discontinued Bath & Body Works holiday fragrances. It has finally started to get cold here, you guys. I have my sweater on and I was just really into the holiday mood. And if you watched my Zodiac collection spoilers part 2 videos, I really started talking about some of my past favorite Bath & Body Works holiday fragrances because we might be getting Snowy Morning back. And I was like, you know what? I think I should just make a video about all of my fragrances as I have like 7 or 8. So that being said, if you're returning to my channel, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. We do all things Bath & Body Works, especially the body care. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's dive right on into the video. All right, you guys, so I'm going to sit on this side of the screen and put some images up right here. But we're starting out with one of my favorites, and that is Jingle All the Way. Now, Jingle All the Way, not only did it have a super fun glittery packaging, but this one was a truly unique fragrance in my opinion. And there was also a lot of speculation that the newer Sheer Cotton and Lemonade, I say newer in the context of Jingle All the Way. I think Jingle All the Way came out around 2014, 2015, and then Sheer Cotton Lemonade came out a little bit later. Some people are saying that those are a dupe. When I was researching for this video, trying to pull packaging, because of course these haven't been available for a very long time, so I'm usually like scouring Mercari for like images and the fragrance notes, the exact ones, so I can share it with you guys. There was a lot of talks about this being remade into Sheer Cotton and Lemonade. I don't remember Sheer Cotton and Lemonade, so I can't speak to any truth about that. But if you had that one, or if that was like a revelation you had, please let me know in the comments down below. That is wildly interesting to me. Jingle All the Way, if you're unfamiliar, had notes of Ice Clementine, Sparkling Snowflakes, North Pole Vanilla, Holiday Poppies, and Blue Spruce. And you know it's an oldie based off the sheer amount of fragrance notes this one has. But it was a great fragrance. It was uplifting, it was fresh, that clementine note was just perfect. And one of the best things about the discontinued Bath & Body Works holiday fragrances, although every single fragrance note might not be truly wintry, we're going to talk about one in just a second that had a mango note into it. There was something in the fragrance that made it more appropriate for holiday, that kind of turned it into this cooler weather appropriate fragrance, and that was super cool. I feel like this year we're getting, yes, the holiday traditions. I never knock the holiday traditions because it's traditions, you know, they come out every year. It's something people look forward to. I totally get that. But this year, I feel like we're not seeing anything uberly unique. You know, we've seen gingerbread latte in the past, and that one's fine. Christmas cocktail, Mrs. Claus's cocktail. I felt like it was very much in the same vein as like a Forever Red, as a Ghoul Friend, as a Vampire Blood, really kind of those deeper berry fragrances. So I definitely thought that was somewhat similar. Cozy Vanilla Bourbon we've also had before. And then the Milk Bar collection, definitely more creativity in the Milk Bar collection, and that's definitely for the gourmand girlies, absolutely. But I feel like this year we're not seeing anything like a Jingle All the Way, like a Snowy Morning if you're familiar with that one. We're really sticking to select fragrance profiles rather than having a more diversified kind of fragrance story. But enough there. The next fragrance we have is the one that has the mango in it, and that is Be Joyful. Now, Be Joyful, I want to say is the most recent out of all the ones I'm going to talk about today. And I used to have that one in the full size shower gel back when it was called shower gel. I think now it's called body wash. But that one has notes of sparkling clementine, golden mango, and frosted jasmine. I always want to say winter jasmine. It's frosted jasmine. Exactly like what I was talking about with Jingle All the Way. They're taking a truly summery fragrance story, so clementine and mango, and turning it into this beautiful winter fragrance with that hint of jasmine in it. Absolutely lovely. Remember this fragrance through and through. It had beautiful, glittery, almost like red pink packaging with gold detailing. Love it. Would love to see it come back. The next one we have is Merry Marshmallow Kiss. Now, I would truly love to see a true marshmallow fragrance. I feel like we've truly never gotten that. And Merry Marshmallow Kiss, it has a marshmallowiness to it, but it's not a true marshmallow fragrance. I'm still waiting for a true marshmallow fragrance, but Merry Marshmallow Kiss had notes of a fluffy marshmallow, gilded pear, and winter jasmine. I love all things pear. I love all things jasmine, and you add a little bit of marshmallowiness to it. Yes, please. Merry Marshmallow Kiss, one of my favorites. This is one that a lot of people have been dying for it to come back. Would love to see this come back. This also is in the same from a name perspective is Merry Cherry Cheer. I feel like between Merry Marshmallow Kiss and Merry Cherry Cheer, like the alliteration of the names or make it so hard to pronounce. But that's another good one. That used to be a staple, I want to say a couple years ago, along with one of the ones we're going to talk about a little bit later. We haven't seen that one back in a long time either. That's not included in this video. I just thought I'd shout it out. Now, the next one we have is Cranberry Twinkle. If you watched my fall haul, which if you're unfamiliar with the Bath & Body Works seasonal timeline, by fall haul, I probably got it up, you know, the last week of July or early August, and I got the Frosted Cranberry Woods candle, and I had talked about, hey, I would love Bath & Body Works to truly make a cranberry fragrance, and that's largely because they used to make a cranberry fragrance called Cranberry Twinkle. Now, this one had notes of cranberry or holiday cranberry, snowy freesia, pomegranate, creamy sandalwood, and ice winter violets. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the fragrance, love the packaging. This is very nostalgic for me. This is just the entire collection. I want to say Merry Marshmallow Kiss and Cranberry Twinkle were in the same packaging, like they not debuted, but they were available around the same years. So good, so unique. When have we had a truly cranberry fragrance at Bath & Body Works in the last couple of years? I can't name a time. Yes, you could make the argument that the Mrs. Claus's cocktail, it has a cranberry, you know, fragrance to it. It has a cranberry note, but still to me, it's one of those medley berry fragrances where it's like berry and you're like, okay, I don't really smell one in particular, but it just kind of smells like berry. It has like a berry essence. That's the vibe I get from it. I would love to see a truly cranberry fragrance. The next one we have Santa's Blueberry Shortbread. I mean, if you have been on any type of Bath & Body Works YouTube channel where they were talking about discontinued favorites, things they would like to see, you have probably heard about Santa's Blueberry Shortbread, and that one is iconic. It was a part of the Land of Sweets collection a couple of years ago, I think 2019 to be exact. The packaging was stunning. It had like all the little village pieces. The actual fine fragrance in this bottle had all of this glitter. Chef's kiss. So good. Santa's Blueberry Shortbread had notes of baked blueberry, crumbled shortcake, and whipped cream. You guys, this one was absolutely wonderful. And Bath & Body Works, I don't know why they choose different years to do blueberry fragrances, but every blueberry fragrance they do, people love. People includes me. So when they did the blueberry bundt cake, when they did the blueberry pancakes a couple years ago, when they did the Santa's Blueberry Shortbread, Bath & Body Works does a really good blueberry. Unfortunately, it's just not featured a lot of the time. So I would love to see more blueberry in the body care. They did a good job with the candles. They had, I want to say it was the blueberry muffin candle this year, which I thought was pretty good. They've done the blueberry, I think it's the blueberry pancakes or blueberry maple pancakes in years past. Those are phenomenal. I really enjoyed that fragrance, but like blueberry body care, like that is where it's at. It's always so good. I would love to see more of that, especially around the holiday time. I feel like that's a fun holiday baked good treats fragrance I would love to see back. Now, the last one I have to talk about today is Sugar Plum Dream. I remember this one. I own this one. I owned it in the purple packaging, the body cream to be exact. My sister owned a Frosted Coconut Snowball. So good. The packaging was stunning. It had gold, it had red, it had purple, it had glitter. I was, you know, very young at the time. I don't even think I was a teenager yet when I got this, and this was like it. I felt so cool using this product. If I were to smell this today, it would be so nostalgic to me. I would probably just like, I'd have to scream in the store. Anyways, so Sugar Plum Dream has notes of sparkling sugar plum, winter citrus, snowdrop blossom, vanilla orchid, and sugar musk. This is a Skylar Capri fragrance. If I have ever heard one, it is everything I have loved ever. And I would love them to do a sugar plum fragrance once again. I think the last time they did a sugar plum themed fragrance was Ice Sugar Plum, and that might have been 2023, 2020, no, it wouldn't have been Jolly Gingerbread Village year. It would have been the year before that. So maybe 2022, 2021, that sounds maybe about right. But they used to do, I think it was Sugar Plum, Ice Sugar Plum Dream or sugar, it was in the pink bottle, pink sugar plum something. They used to have a regular routine sugar plum fragrance that came out year after year after year. But with other things, it just kind of fell by the wayside and, you know, kind of got dropped off of that holiday traditions list. But I would absolutely love to see that one come back. This was so good. I would freak out if it came back. I know I didn't touch on all of them. I know I talk about fireside flurries all the time. I know I've talked about sleigh rides and snuggles. I know I've talked about a lot of others, but I didn't want the video to be too long. If any of you guys own these fragrances, definitely pull them out. Fragrances are meant to be used. This is the time of year to start pulling them out, start using it maybe a little bit early, maybe a little bit early. We just did get into the colder months, so I feel like I'm like holiday overload right now. But you guys, I was so excited making this video. It was a lot of fun to walk down memory lane. I hope you guys enjoyed it, found it helpful, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.